Hi guys! So for today's vlog, pag-uusapan natin is yung ating pag-a-apply ng Japan Visa. Paano tayo nag-apply ng Japan Visa, ano yung mga requirements na sinubmit natin, and paano tayo na-approve for a multiple entry visa. So, meron kaming upcoming trip this December sa Japan and we applied for a visa last November. So, yung mga requirements naman, same pa rin siya. As of now, apply kami ng visa namin November 4. So, ang agency namin is we submitted our requirements sa Really Tours, yung branch nila sa Dusit Thani Hotel in Makati. Anong-ano nga ba yung mga requirements that we submitted para ma-approve for a Japan visa? It's number 1, a valid passport. So, make sure nyo na valid pa rin yung passport nyo. Kasi 6 months, di ba, dapat valid pa yung passport nyo. Pero mas maganda sana kung years pa, lalo na if you're eyeing to apply for a multiple entry visa. Para hindi naman sayang yung visa na you applied and valid pa rin yung passport nyo for the longest period. Number 2, is of course a visa application form which can be downloaded dun sa website ng Japan Embassy. So, ang ginawa ko, dinownload ko lang siya and then I type dun sa fields mismo nung form yung mga answers nung questions nila or yung information na kailangan nila. And then, we just printed it out and then may kailangan kasi ng signature. So, yun lang yung wet signature that we placed. But the rest are typewritten. And also, make sure na kapag wala kayong sagot dun sa items, put NA. Para walang blanco dapat dun sa field. So, NA ang ilalagay nyo pag walang sagot. Number 3 requirement naman is yung mga documents like your birth certificate. So, you can request that sa PSA. So, in our case, nag-request kami sa SM Mega Mall. Dun kami sa customer service nila nag-request. Tapos, after more than 7 days, I guess, namin siya, or actually, for us 2 weeks, after 2 weeks pa namin siya nabalikan kasi matagal namin pin-prepare yung mga documents namin. In my case, since I'm married, we also requested for a marriage certificate. So, number 4, as I mentioned, since if married kayo, marriage certificate should be included dun sa requirements. And make sure pala that the birth certificate and marriage certificate is still valid. So, dapat within 1 year lang siya from the time you collected it from PSA. So, number 5 is yung itinerary ninyo sa Japan. So, make sure to download it dun sa Japan website. Meron silang format doon. So, you can follow that format na lang. So, ganun din yung ginawa namin. So, we place yung dates, yung destinations, and even the hotel or hotels that you are staying at. Lalagay nyo din yun doon. Okay, yung number 6 naman is your proof of financial capacity. So, this one, Japan is requiring you to submit bank certificate. So, in our case, kasi ang tinitignan nila dito is yung ADB or yung average daily balance ninyo sa bangko. So, in our case, dun sa bank kasi namin, since married couple kami going to Japan, the account that we submitted is a joint account. So, in our case, sa bank namin, dun sa format ng letter nila ng bank certificate, walang naka-reflect na average daily balance. Dahil doon, kailangan kasi makikita nila if magkano yung average na laman ng bangko nyo. So, we requested pa for a bank statement for the last 3 months, for the past 3 months. So, makikita din kasi doon kung ano yung laman ng account nyo for the past 3 months. And then number 7 is yung ITR. So, syempre, yung latest ITR. In our case, since we applied this 2023, yung 2022 ITR, yung submit namin, which can be easily accessed sa portal ng company. So, we just have to download it and then affix our signature. And then, that's the actual document that we submitted. Number 8, photo or kailangan meron kayong Japan visa photo, yung may approved size sila. Alam naman na yun ng mga photo studio. In our case, doon na lang kami nagpa-picture before we submit our documents. Okay, so ito na. Paano nga ba kami nag-apply ng multiple entry visa? Actually, totoo lang, single entry talaga yung i-apply namin. To be honest, medyo praning mode tayo kasi nanonood ako ng mga videos, ganyan, kung okay lang ba mag-apply ng multiple entry. Kasi note that first time lang namin magja-Japan and sabi nila, pag first time mo, usually single entry lang talaga yung
ina-approve or ina-apply, ganyan. May iba pa na parang nag-apply sila ng multiple entry and then instead of being approved for single entry, totally na-deny sila. So, nandun yung praning mode. So, kaya sabi ko, sige, single entry lang muna yung i-apply natin. But other people are encouraging me also to apply for a multiple entry. So, ito na, nung pinasa na namin sa agency namin, which is Rally Tours, doon sa yung travel agent namin, sinabi niya na, why not try applying for a multiple entry? So, syempre, sinabi ko yung mga agam-agam ko. But, he said na, hindi, depende naman yan, ma'am, sa mga documents na sinubmit nyo. So, andyan yung meron silang additional form for a multiple entry visa application, which is may checklist lang siya na dapat nyong i-check depende on the criteria. So, number 1 is if you're a frequent traveler to Japan, which is hindi pa nga, first time nga namin magta-travel to Japan. But, under it, may mga sub-checklist siya na, halimbawa, if, isa doon na chineka namin is, you have enough financial capacity, something like that. So, parang, so, syempre, chinek na lang namin din yon. So, automatic check na yung number 1. And then, yung number 2 naman is if your company is part of the top 1,000 corporation, which I assume naman our company is. So, we check that also. And then, under that, meron din yung parang may nag-trade sila ng stocks sa PSEI. So, chinek din namin yun. So, yun. And then, so 2 items yung na-check, 2 out of 4. Then, sa baba, may justification lang na, siguro short justification. And why do you want to be approved for a multiple entry visa? So, nilagay lang naman namin doon that we are looking into traveling to Japan again in the coming years. Yun lang naman. And then, may additional bayad lang siya. So, for the Japan visa application, we paid 950 pesos per visa application for the single entry. But, sabi ko nga, dahil nga, ni-recommend na mag-apply kami ng multiple entry visa, so may additional 500 pesos per person. But note na kapag hindi ka na-approve, pwedeng i-refund yung 500 pesos. Total, ang binayaran namin for 2 of us is 2,900 para sa aming dalawa na yon. So, gaano kabilis nga ba yung application namin ng Japan visa? We submitted our documents November 4. November 4 is a Saturday. So, when we went there, we submitted around after lunch. Sabi sa amin, yung documents namin will be submitted pa on November 7, which is a Tuesday. So, siguro may cut-off sila, ganyan. And sabi nila na Japan is processing mga 1,000 applications lang a day or something. So, parang may quota din yung Japan Embassy. So, parang nakapasok na kami dun sa Tuesday cut-off. So, imagine Tuesday nila isasubmit November 7. And then, I received a text message November 10, which is a Friday, na we can claim already our visa sa travel agency. So, yung travel agency, hindi nila sasabihin if na-approve ka or hindi. But, syempre, hopeful naman tayo na na-approve tayo. So, ito na, napunta na ako sa agency. Una kong tinignan, para malaman ko kung na-approve kami for a multiple entry visa is kung may hawak na 1,000 pesos si ate before niya ibigay sa akin yung passport namin. Kasi nga, di ba nga i-refund kapag hindi ka approve for a multiple entry. So far, wala naman siyang hawak na pera. So, binigay niya na, and then, ayun na, sabi nga niya na multiple entry yung na-approve sa amin. Then, I looked at the passport, yun nga. So, ayun, nasa sa inyo pa rin naman if you want to apply for a single entry or a multiple entry visa, lalo na kung first time nyo to go to Japan. Just make sure to prepare all your documents before going to the agency. You can check out Japan Embassy website to see if may updates ba on the requirements that you have to submit. Meron pa pala kaming sinubmit na isang document which is not part of the actual list of the requirements for a Japan visa application. But this one can support one of our, yung chinek namin dun sa multiple entry visa form. So, we submitted our COE, Certificate of Employment. So, just to prove that our company or where we work is part siya of the top 1,000 corporation. So there, update ko kayo next time for the Japan vlogs, which is in the coming days na. So, ayun. If may questions kayo, hopefully I can answer based on my experience naman. And I suggest you also check out Japan Embassy website for updated requirements nila. But for now, November, December application, still the same. So, yun. Thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for our Japan vlog. So, we will be visiting Osaka, Kyoto, Kobe, Nara, magsisingi tayo ng mga shopping vlogs, destinations, and Awaji Island also. So, ayun, see you!